Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to this week update. We are starting with the DXY, which sets the tone for other dollar pairs. And this is DXY on the monthly time frame. We want to look at where we are and what we still expect. So far, like I told us, we have to be modest when we are dealing with wave, and that for now, we will still regard this as a corrective, the movement so far as a corrective wave to what had happened, from here to this point. We will still deal with it as a corrective wave. If it will turn out to be something more than that, then we'll see. And at that, it's best to still look at what this gives you to downside as 100% extension, where you want to probably close your trade and watch for what the price action is going to be at that level, if you're going to have more or not. So we still expect price to visit around 90 area or thereabout on the DXY to the downside. Now, the monthly candle, this is the monthly candle, and it's going to close most likely in a bearish format, so which set the tone for a little more downside. For me, this is going to close in a doji, and if that happens, it means we have ended our with 4 here at this top here, and we're about going further down to finish with 5, which is not that apparent here. So if we turn to the weekly time frame and see what mood do we have. On the weekly time frame, it's more clearer. Seeing these candle, because I told us, I think I was discussing with someone, I said, we've had wave 1, wave 2 on that bigger time frame, 1 and 2, and this is wave 3, and this is wave 4. And we can see how the bulls drag and, struggle to go up. And with this closure of a candle, is a momentum candle, tells us that they are back to the downside. And that is what we are seeing. It's a closure. And when you see things like this against a drab movement to the upside like this, it tells you that the momentum is still downward. And so I'd expected that this correction is going to go up somewhere around this, the tail of this week here, but without breaking this area where you have this opening of the bullish candle. Ultimately, of course, we don't expect to erase this. So, but between here and here, that was where I expect this to get to, and it has done that. So on the weekly time frame. So we still believe that we've not finished with 5 to the downside. So wave 4 is completed as far as I'm concerned. So we are still within wave 5. And if we turn to the daily time frame, so what can we see on the daily time frame? The daily time frame now, this is like a great creation of gap. This is what went up. So this is still telling us as if wave 4 is completed. This looks like, a wave 1 of that wave 5, and this looks like a wave 2 of that wave 5, and now we are turning to the downside. This is a momentum candle to the downside that changed the game again, and we are to see more downside to break this low. That is what we are expecting. If we turn to the 4-hour time frame, I want us to show you something here. On the 4-hour time frame, now we can see that this is the wave 4 that we talked about, the height of that bearish week on the monthly time frame. This is it, and that the price had come to the downside. Now, what do we expect? This looks like a leading diagonal to me. In this wave 1 is a leading diagonal. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because in wave 1, in the leading diagonal, you can expect overlap. That's what you look for in wave 1. And also, when wave 5 is about ending to, so you begin to look for an ending diagonal. So this is a leading diagonal. You can see that this came down as 5 waves to the downside. 1, 2, 3. That's wave 2. Again, we had wave 3 to the downside here, and we had wave 4 and a wave 5. And this is a leading diagonal. So you can see that, the extension of wave 3 is not even up to 1618. Of course, wave 5 is almost as equal to wave 1, so we can see that. So this is a leading diagonal. So you can draw it from here across, then we had a break. So this is wave 2 now. Now, is this wave 2 completed? It seems completed because of the momentum candle. It seems completed. And of course, when we know that, okay, we are going back down, it's when we break this low. So for now, this is a momentum candle. And as such, I don't expect the price for now will come and break this area. I think from here to here, it's almost 50 or 618. Maybe not up to 618. Let's see. Let's take it down from the top of wave 4 down to this low. Yeah, it's over 50, not up to 618, over 50. So which is good for wave 2. That also is good for wave. So this is the leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to mark up 1, and so this is 2. So that's what we are seeing. Now, this I think had completed wave 2, and this is the first thrust. This one came down in 5 waves format. If you look inward at, if you look inward on the lower time frame, you see 5 waves format to the downside. So I still believe that we are not done. Price is still going to give us probably a zigzag to the upside. So that is what has been happening here. You think that, oh, they are ready to go down. If I slice down to 1 hour time frame, or let's say 30 minutes time frame. Yeah, so this is the wave here. 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, a wave 5 here. So now we are seeing this correction to go up again. This is an A. Then this is an A wave of that zigzag, an A, B, C, which broke the low here of that zigzag. And we expect at least 100 extension from here to here. So if I want to depict that for you to see, so it's going to look like this now. So if price should break this red, then we are going down. But for now, this is the all of A completed, a B completed, and we are going to see a C wave, which might be sharp to the upside at some point. It might be like a momentum candle to the upside, but it's still coming back to the downside. So that 100, we'll be looking for price at around 50 retracement. This is 100. I think 50 retracement is a dead that you can look for price, yes, to get to. And if you have a small lot size around that area, then you can have a small size, and the 1618 extension it's just a bit shy of your 78 to the upside. So your big, area is this area. Price may not do this. In case price do more than that, is a bonus for you to have probably around one more around this area. But this is 50 area is your best bet. That is what we can see. Now, why this is important? Because most of the time, people are not, traders are not, they are in a rush. They are not patient. And that's why you will burn off your account. You're following candles, you have to look at structures, you have to look at what is happening. So when we add this, of course, we would have thought that even this with four went up here, like this gave us a leading, a running flat, A, B, C. Did it give us an 100? Probably a bit over 100. So you must always expect something like that. Let's see. From that top here of a W to the low here, that's the low you look at. If you look at the low here, it's giving us about 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a 1, 2, 3 that it gave. If you take it to the low here, yeah, it's even way past. So it's the low here. That's the correct measurement. It's 1, 2, 3 that it gave us. So you can expect that also. With this, if it's going to do that, without breaking this top, it's what we should expect. And if we break this top, then it shouldn't break here. I don't expect it here, but I don't expect price to break this top now. With this momentum come to the downside, and with the small correction we've had so far, then we should have it around this area to come to the downside. So for now, when the market opens, we are going to push up before we come down. So that's what I expect. Euro dollar, what do I expect? With the leading diagonal that we had, this is the leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the leading diagonal. This is wave 2. So we expect price also to come down. So where do you expect price in this regard? Let's give you an area. So I still believe that price is coming to the downside to retrace more to the downside. So, which means you will think that price is breaking up. With this, I think we have an A, B, C, which is an extended flat here. I still expect price to come more down. Don't be surprised if price does that. So in this area now, this is what to expect. They can pull price beyond. It's an extended flat in the middle. You can see A, B, and a C. It looks like an extended flat. I don't want to join trade around this area. Is either you wait for price to break up, then you look for a retest before you join price, or you make sure that you must evolve a very safe and sane style. We wait for price to finish its correction before you join, if you have not joined from low here. So if price gives that opportunity and will still break down, which it looks like what is going to happen on the DXY, because this is shallow, but it can still mark up to be with 2. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So this looks incomplete. So our 100 now, our 100 falls shortly below 50 area. So this will be an area to look for it. The 100 falls here. And our 1618 will come to this area. We'll come to that area. I don't expect that. So we should expect the price most likely will not break this area. So A big area for us is just below 50 retracement on euro dollar, and price may also tick 161, I mean 8618. So that is what euro dollar is given if they are going to come to the downside. So that is what you should expect. A 50 area, price may touch this area, and except you want to have a small, you can begin to count the internal structure as the price approaches this area. You can count the internal structure to know where exactly it's going to fall. So that's what you can do. Pound dollar. Pound dollar is also doing the same. A lot of corrections, and that's why you need to be patient. You know, pound dollar is doing the same. Pound dollar actually may have actually still break low one more time. It's possible. It may do that or not. Let's look at it. Pound dollar may still break down one more time. You know, to make this an ABC is possible before it goes up. But at the same time, either they break low or not, it's good to go to the upside. It's good to go to the upside, either it breaks low or not. And they may just have done an A, B, and a C without breaking this low. We should expect the price may just drag a little to the downside without breaking this low. Either it breaks it, the direction is still to the upside. NZD USD. NZD USD also, you know, the direction looks to the upside after this move. I think we had the first wave from here, A, B, C, which is a running flat, and price went up. I don't expect price to break this low. With what is happening, a lot of corrections, you know, we might just also be in a wave one, wave two situation here before we push to the upside. Yen, dollar yen, dollar yen. Yeah. Now let's look at dollar yen. Looking at dollar yen. Yeah. So we believe that this is a wave A on the bigger time frame. This is a wave B, and we are doing a wave C to the downside. So we are not yet done with that wave C. With a break out of this trend, this may mean that we are done with, you know, A of C, probably a B of C, and we are coming down to do a C of C to the downside. So for now, with what we are seeing here, this may just be the first move A, and this might just be B, then to finish. I see more down here. I see more down here. So that's what I can see. I see more down here. So the price came down. So we have done an A, B, and a C here to have finished this correction. And this is 5 waves to the downside, and probably we are correcting a wave 2 also to the upside. So we look for a 50 to 61 retracement of this entire run before we come to the downside, more to the downside. So it looks more down. So the last one is gold. Gold. On gold, I think I'll need to see us analyze more on the larger time frame. So I think let's see on the monthly time frame on gold, this thing is still super bullish. You can see that it's about closing, you know, in a bullish doji. If this happens like this in a bullish doji, closes, today is the last day of the month, so we're entering a new month. So it's going to close in a bullish doji. So closing in a bullish doji tells us clearly that the direction of, probably we are in a consolidation in between these, you know, I don't see that price is going to break this low again. 31.27 is not where price is going to break in the immediate. And so if we go to the, we are still bullish. And what this tells us that we're still going to break up at some point. If we look at the weekly time frame on gold, but before I switch to that, you know, some people love gold. Before I switch to that, so I still see these after this big correction here. I still see this as the first wave, you know, and the second wave here, which is wave 2. It looks like we are finished with 3 here, but we are yet to see that big drop of wave 4. It might just be that we are inside correction of, you know, wave 3, 4 here. So that's what it's looking like. And then we're going to go up one more time before we have, you know, that big correction that will be as big as this. So that's what it's still a possibility. So on the weekly time frame is such that we can see a consolidation here. With this consolidation, we can see this move A, B, C, and this may have probably dropped and finished this may be the end of this fourth wave correction, and the price may be going up. So we have to break, we need to break 34.39 to confirm that we are up again. So we need to break this on the weekly time frame. But from the mood of the market here, with this closure of this engulfing candle, though is a consolidation, you don't read too much meaning, because they may still do this, and A, B, C of A, which is W, probably from here, drop more to the downside. I'm not saying that yet. There's a whole lot of 50-50 consolidation here. And if you are trading gold, you have to be extra careful, and you must have, you know, your discipline in place not to blow your account, because these are quite big moves. You know, a small movement here is big. So we have that A, B, C here, and this probably came down in 5-way format. And this is where we are still, you know, consolidating. This may have gone up like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this may actually be a wave 2 to this. So we need to pay attention here. The daily closure here and the price also had made nonsense of the closure here. So a lot of consolidation. This is a 50-50 movement here. And if I were you, if I'm trading gold here, I will probably be checking those areas that I don't want price to break. We don't have, do we have a daily? This is the point 32.46 that I don't expect price. Price can still take this to the downside, really, because this eventually may just be an A, B, C scenario to the downside. Is a daily closure. We need to see 2 more days to decide what is going to happen here. We need 2 more days. A break outside of here will tell us that we are going up again and to take the stop. So if you're going to have a more double correction here, so this is corrective. Now that's what I can see here. Even from here, it is corrective. This is a move to the upside, and so far this is a corrective move. So we may still break low and make this one an A, B, C, and break low. And I think 100% extension to the downside is your best bet if we are going to get that. Since dollar also is going to push a bit up early in the week, next week, and we might just break low here, 100% extension, and go up. So that would be a safe thing to do. On the 4-hour time frame, yeah. So this may just be the first correction, A, B, C to the downside, and we may have this move. Yeah, we may have this move. This looks like a move. like a 5 ways move to the upside, really. So would price break low here? On the 4-hour, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like price is going to break low here. To me, it's like we've done a 50% retracement already of this move. Yeah, about 50% retracement, which, may also go for price. So this, if we break down to the more to the downside, then we can look for an A, B, C 100% extension, which will go a bit more down. But it doesn't look like that with the way price is dragging here. So the best bet here is to look at this as an A, move to the downside, a B, and 100% extension without breaking this low. So you have to be very careful. Everything is in the middle, it's 50-50. Not until we break this height. So once we break this height and we break this height, then we can say price is going back to the upside. With that, I've come to the end of today's this week update. Do like, share, comment, bye.